I've been making it hard on you because I did it the way that Kenny BOLIN would do it to win the hamburger. But we're going to give you a special set of circumstances. You're going to be able to do it Pigeon Forge style because you've been exposed to some stupid people, some lowlifes that wear those MAGA hats and probably couldn't say shit if they had a mouthful. So we're going to help you out. Here's what you do. And I'm going to give you the burger if you can win it. 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, some cheese, a little bit of pickles and onions on a sesame seed bun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Root TV 2020. We are here. It's not your normal night because, ladies and gentlemen, in the room with us tonight, our guest tonight is not only a man, not only a.
I am a man.
Yeah, last I checked, I think he is a man. That's what I heard.
What my girlfriend told me.
But more importantly than a man. More importantly than a man, he is a star maker. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the king, the star maker, Kenny BOLIN, tonight on Root TV 2020.
There is a crown over there. So.
I do see that. I think that might have been a little self-explanatory. By the way, I see a head of hair. Kenny, I see a head of hair on there next to the crown. Look at it. You see the head of hair?
Head of hair next to the crown. No, I actually don't.
Hink,
That's a dog. That's a Labrador. It's a Labrador. It's 2 cow. That's that superimposed picture that's showing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm looking forward to doing superimposed shit on Zoom. This looks pretty cool.
Well, you can change your background. Matter of fact, co-host Hink, change your background to something.
Change your background.
Yeah, show us the gimmick, Hink. I don't know how to do it. Come on.
The great thing would be if Hank can change that face.
There we go.
If Hank can hit a button and change that face, he'll be in great shape.
You want a face swap for us? Well, who do you have?
Well, we all can't have my face, you know.
No,
We
can't all have the king's face. Now, who's that in the background there, Hank? Who do you have there? Who is that? It looks like is that Paul McCartney, one of the Beatles?
No,
it looks like old Russo. Is that old Russo?
It is from TNA.
Look at me, man. That's old. Russo's hair ain't looked like that since the Nixon administration. I don't know where you got that.
It's from the TNA days.
Yeah, the one thing I got Russo's jealous of. He's got nice hair, but as a matter of fact, my daughter-in-law likes his gray hair. She thinks it looks good on him, but no.
It seems to be in fashion. I don't know why the dudes they got the gray beards now. They got even the young kids. They show the grays in their beard.
I think Negan started that on Walking Dead. It was cool.
No, you're right about that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Gray beard.
What
are you drinking? What's in the cup? You ain't liquored up, are you?
No, we got a little OJ minus the fun stuff. So
not yet, no fun stuff. All right. Well, I don't drink, so I don't ever get fun stuff. You know what I put in my drinks? I put Kroger brand mustard. That's what I put.
There we go. Hank, you've been to Kroger and bought that mustard, right?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Oh shit, man! I'm so cheap when I go to the grocery store. If Fleischmann's is 99 cents and Kroger's is 79, I get the 79-cent mustard.
Yeah,
I'm guilty as charged too.
Fleischmann's ain't 20 cents better. Ain't no way.
Spicy brown or yellow?
I got for brats, spicy brown.
Yeah.
Hot dogs, it can go either way, but normally yellow. But brats are always spicy brown, always.
How you surviving, Kenny, through all this pandemic gimmick that's going on? Not that it's a gimmick. I just like calling it a gimmick.
What pandemic gimmick? I didn't even know there was.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. I am amazed by all the people that write me. King, how you doing? Are you doing all right? Are you okay? Shit ain't changed for me. You know what's changed?
You move from one side of the house to the next.
Well, I moved more to one side of the house than the next since I've lost 255 pounds. It's a little easier to get from the kitchen to the living room, the bedroom, the bathroom. That's an easier accomplishment now, even though my knees still hurt like hell. But no, life has not changed that much for me. I've been self-quarantined and social distancing, I guess, for the better part of 8 to 10 years. So not that much has changed. I put on a mask when I go to, like today, me and the Prince went and got our hair cut. First time I got my hair cut since January. So I got the new do going today.
You showed me the before picture, and man, I mean, you had about 10 pounds of hair on your head.
Ears lowered but one customer at a time.
Right.
One customer at a time. And they worked on my hair for a while. They actually, it's one of these places that go through and they pin it up and they clip it and all.
Right.
And then they go through a lot more trouble than when I was going to Fantastic Sam's. And great clips. I mean, I'd bounce back and forth with those two places. But this place was called, hey, Chris. When I saw him outside.
Chris, yeah.
Chris, what's the name of the hair place we went to today? Sheer Artistry on Bardstown Road. I want to give them a plug because they did a fantastic job today.
Sheer Artistry.
Sheer Artistry. And they're right next to Wick's Pizza on Bardstown Road. And you'd never know they're a hair place because they're a big house like mine. I mean, I should open up a hair salon or something.
Now, since I haven't gotten a haircut in the past 10 years, Kenny, how much is a haircut? Yeah.
I started to wonder how you've gone 10 years without getting a haircut.
Yeah. How much does a haircut go these days?
What do you think? Let's see how much you know.
I'm going to get, the last time I got a haircut, it was probably about 12 or 13 bucks, 12 bucks.
12 or 13 bucks. Well, 10 years ago, that seems somewhat reasonable. But today, the outrageous price of $15 even during the pandemic.
That was same with my haircut. Same with mine.
Well, you just got a zipped big.
Yeah, you got.
What'd you get?
Looks like a potato peeler got carried away at his house. Is what happened.
No, great clips.
How long was it before they realized you weren't actually a potato? How long did that out? When he started bleeding?
No.
I bet when he bled, they go, wait a minute, this could be a turnip.
Oh, Mr. Bolin. Oh, wow.
I know.
Well, I mean,
he's not a potato.
Did you request the hash brown look, Hink?
No, it's just the great clips where I went to. There's like you have to be the first three outside, and then they take three people inside.
Well,
and then
our great clips hasn't opened yet because the last time I went there, this beautiful young lady, as they say it politely, so I can just describe what she looks like, of darker persuasion, did my hair last time, and I loved her, man. Sweet girl. A couple of beautiful kids. She showed me pictures of her kids, and she did a fantastic job. So I tried to go back there again today. Number one, she's nice to look at. And number two, hell, I'll chat with her all day while she cuts my hair. But today, they were closed. They haven't reopened yet at this particular Great Clips. And one of the ones in Southern Kentucky, someone had coronavirus and spread it to a few people and didn't bother to tell anybody. So I don't know if they just decided to keep them all shut down for a little while, but I couldn't even get in there. So that's what led me to Sheer Artistry. And they are 1/10 of a mile from my door. So it makes it real easy.
Wow.
And I've been traveling about a 20-mile round trip to go get my hair done. So screw that.
Yeah.
So they have our business from now on.
Well, speaking of business, when exactly? Now I know we see these. What was it last night? What is today? I don't even know what friggin' day it is. What is it? Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday.
Okay. Here, I'll prove it to you. Computer.
Yeah, I don't even know.
What day of the week is it?
It's Thursday, May 28th.
Thank you very much, Alexa. Look at that. What a beautiful broad you got there, Kenny.
I typed right in. Well, I don't show her to everybody.
I
got her in every room. I got her in every room. Let's put it that way.
But speaking of the,
you never know when the urge will hit you. So you
when the mood. Well, you never know when the mood will.
Well, I got Alexa in one room. I got Echo in the other, and it's not actually a dolphin. And then computer in here, and then I also have unnamed Alexas on my Fire Sticks in the bedroom and the living room. So there's a total of 5 of them wandering around here.
How's Chris doing? Chris hanging in there?
Chris is doing good. I guess you saw the video if you asked me that question.
Well, yeah, I want to, for anybody who, I saw Chris's video, of course, that was fantastic. And then I also, before we get into anything else, make sure you guys check out Kenny's. He's got a couple YouTube channels. I'll put both of the links to his channels will be in the description.
We decided because I want to have days I can vent, and I can't do that on the
right. The rated R
channel. So we came up with the rated R Classics channel. We have enough subscribers to come up with our own URL, but I didn't know that we had to have it up for 30 days. See how much you two know about me. What does B by B stand for that's on my current car?
B by B.
Actually, I sold my current car, and I got to get those tags back. They're on my car right now. But he doesn't sign the title till Wednesday when he puts insurance on it. But B by B's on a car, and he's got to give me those tags. He don't know that yet.
Hank, tell us what's B by B. Go.
Was it Beats by Bolin?
There you go, Hank.
Look at that. Great job. A round of applause. There you go.
He ain't as stupid as he looks, ladies and gentlemen. He's a smart guy.
He is, in fact, not a potato. My co-host is not
a potato, nor turnip, because a potato or turnip couldn't answer that question. Maybe with some time, but it took a little while.
But no, going back to that, I really enjoy watching those old.
Why you got a Nestle's Quick jacket hanging behind you? What the hell's that about?
Oh, that was actually a gimmick for. Well, that's a funny story. I'm glad you asked that.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. You tell the story, and I'll tell you if it's funny or not. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Let me shoot. I have a character that I play on my YouTube channel. I got a few of them, but one of them is named Tony Malibu. We go out in public at this what was a festival? A cheesesteak festival.
Okay.
Gentleman was wearing this very Nesquik jacket.
Okay.
And my cameraman said,
"Eat his ass," and you took it from him.
Even funnier.
Okay.
My cameraman says, "Here's $50. I will film the segment. You're mic'd up. Go up to him and say, I will buy that Nesquik jacket off your back for 50 large."
All right.
And the video exists. I will send you the video. And
send me the video.
What kind of brain deficiency does this? And I'm not talking about the cult of Cornette. I'm talking about the cult of Trump. And this is
they're both very similar, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. But before you ask that question, what's with the plain gray hat?
Plain gray hat.
You green screen off that thing? Why the plain gray hat?
Let's do this gimmick here.
All right, we'll see what else we got. I had to ask, didn't I? Nutter butter. You got some nutter butter back there? What the hell?
Here we go.
I love nutter butter.
Now we got some character.
Let me tell you something that I bet you've never heard, Hank. Can I have another nutter butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Wow.
That's their old commercial. Can I have another nutter butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Hank, repeat what the king just said.
Yeah, repeat what I just said, Hank.
Can I have another butter peanut butter sandwich, please?
Well, no, you left part of it out. That's close.
Quite.
That's closer than I thought you'd get. Can I have another nutter butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Oh no.
Forgot cookie.
Fuck yes. Yeah.
Well, let's do it again. Don't look like a fool. Don't look like a turnip or a potato. Come on, give me something.
Can I have another butter cookie peanut butter sandwich?
No, God
please?
damn it! Take
shit.
No, we're gonna get it right.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna do you like Al Snow did me and Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I had to introduce that dumb 55 times one night until I got to wasn't that many, but it was about 10 or 12.
Yeah,
I was blown up by the time he accepted the introduction I gave. All right, here we go. Is this take 3 or 4?
4.
3.
3.
I say 4. Go ahead.
Go.
Oh God!
This is how wrestling interviews are done, son. You got to get them in the first take.
This will be a good This will be a good segue to what I want to talk about.
It will be. Okay. There we go.
Can I have another nutter butter cookie peanut butter sandwich?
God damn it! No,
shit.
Wrong,
say it again. Say it again,
wrong.
Mr. Bolin, please.
All right, here we go. Because I'm nice. Can I have another peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Okay. Can I have another nutter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Take 7. Here we go. Try it again.
Deep breath.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that sandwich.
From the diaphragm.
See, I'm proving to you that this shit ain't easy.
Okay. Can I have another? Okay, say it one more time, Mr. Bolin.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna. Where are you from again, Hank? Where are you from?
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Yes, go ahead.
It shows. I've been to Pigeon Forge. No one's going to deny you're from there. There we go. I'm going to speak so everybody in Pigeon Forge can understand me.
Okay.
Can I have another butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please? I just got a shitload of fans in Pigeon Forge right now.
Can I have another nutter butter peanut butter cookie? God, son of a bitch.
Take 10. Here we go.
Son of a bitch.
You was close. When I slowed it down to Pigeon Forge speed, you almost got it.
Son of a bitch.
Do it again. Take 11. Here we go. Take 11.
Can I have another nutter butter peanut butter? God, son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Take 12. Here we go. Live television.
Okay. Keep going.
All right, Bolin. Your go-home line is, can I have another peanut butter sandwich cookie, please? That's your go-home line. And now we're on take 12 with you. Go ahead. Here we go.
God. Can I have another peanut butter nutter? Fuck, that son of a bitch.
How many hats are you going to go through during this promo?
We might be in the Guinness Book of World Records after
green
tonight.
Philadelphia is that a St. Patrick's Day Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's a St. Patty's Day Philly hat. Yeah.
Well, Pete Rose and Tony Perez and Joe Morgan played for them, so I got no problem with that. They took.
Yeah, I love Pete Rose. Love Pete Rose. Mike.
All right, take 14. Here we go.
Oh shit. Okay.
We ain't going anywhere until you get this.
Nope, I'm not leaving.
Okay. Say it one more time, Mr. Bolin. So I'll try my best. Go ahead.
Here we go. Everybody,
Go ahead.
Everybody watching saying, "Yep, this is what I tuned in for."
Yep.
Can I have another Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Can I have another peanut butter?
Nope. Take 16.
What the?
Take 16. Here we go.
Okay, you got to break this down slowly.
I've been doing that. God damn it! I slowed it down.
I know. Shit. I know.
Here we go, Hank Hill. We're gonna do this again. Can I have another Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
Can I have another Nutter Butter peanut butter cookie sandwich, please?
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
What?
Take 18.
Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close.
It was close. I was even going to accept the hesitation.
Yeah, I was
because there's another one I'm getting ready to lay on him that you can't hesitate or you wouldn't get the free food that came with it. And I'm going to do that one in a minute. Can we do a 4-hour show tonight? Because we're going to need it.
Yeah, we'll go 5 if we need to.
Go 5 or 6. What the hell? We'll do 13. Yeah. I've done one. All right, here we go. Take 19, but we're only going to give you 25 shots.
Can I have another Nutter Butter peanut butter cookie sandwich, please?
Wrong.
Shit.
It's close. You were on a roll.
You're getting
one more time for all the slow people. Pigeon Forge. Here we go. Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis. Here we go.
Okay. Can I have another Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie, please?
He did it in 21 takes. I knew he could do it. I knew he would sell 25. He's a promo cutter, people. He's a promo cutter. Hey, if we got time for 25 takes, this man will get the goddamn promo right. Don't worry about him. Now edit out those other 24 and he'll look like he nailed it first time.
They're going to call you, Hink, I need you to change your Twitter bio now to the 25 take man.
Oh,
yeah, me and Chris were both known as One Take Bolin and OVW. And if Chris was in the back doing a promo, if he had to do a second take, well, you ain't like your dad. And they would give him shit if he ever had to do 2 takes. He hated doing 2 takes. So here we go. Yeah, we got that one out of the way.
Now, not only was that the longest take ever, that was the longest segue ever, because what I wanted to segue into was, especially since
because I got one more for him, but I'm not going to give him 25 takes on it. I just want
no, for crying out loud, no.
Now,
we're not going to segue yet, because I'm going to ask you, Hank.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hank
shit.
Hank Hill, whatever your damn name is.
Oh, shit.
Do you like Big Macs?
Yes.
How well do you like the Big Mac?
Oh, God.
If I told you I could give you something to say where you could earn a free one, if you walked into a McDonald's in 1972, you could earn a free one.
Oh, I remember this.
Right?
I remember this contest they ran.
McDonald's. They did run it.
The Big Mac special sauce, all that.
Big Mac. Okay, here we go. Because apparently you can do this. And I'm not blaming Hank. Hank is exposed to all those Republicans down there, all them Trump supporters, all those MAGA hat wearers, and his mind is decaying. He's not exposed to smart and intelligent people.
He's got to be around a better circle. He's got to have a better circle.
And if he had a better aura around him, maybe if he lived in Louisville, Kentucky, maybe if he lived in Clearwater, Florida, when I lived there, maybe he would absorb some intelligence. But it's not his fault.
Yeah,
he's around a lot of stupid people, and it's starting to rub off on him.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Trump supporters are decaying the boy's mind, and I think I can save him.
We're on your side.
We're on your side.
Yeah. In other words,
Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Dumb people. MAGA hats. You don't even have to put an L on your forehead anymore. Just put a MAGA hat on, and it tells me how stupid you are. So here we go. Here we go. This is how you get a free Big Mac. 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. All right, here we go. 5 takes. You only get 5 takes on this one.
Go.
I know that my late dad used to sing that song to me.
What was your dad late for? Where was he supposed to be that he didn't get there on time?
No, unfortunately, Mr. Bolin, he passed away a couple years ago.
I was going to say, I hope it ain't recently. In 2 years is kind of recent, because that's when my mother passed away. And I want you to know there was a time I went into a bar with my attorney, and she says, we lost my mother today. I said, well, where'd you put her?
Where'd you go?
And I want you to know that she actually laughed and hugged me. She says, you don't know how badly I needed that today, Mr. Bolin.
Wow.
I've been waiting to do that, and I've never met you, and I knew I was never going to see you again. So I said, well, why? Who better than here?
Why the hell not?
That line of, well, you lost your mom. Where'd you put her? But I lost my mom 2 years ago, and I understand. What'd your dad pass away of? Hopefully not eating Big Macs, because this is really going to be painful if that's how he died.
No, it was complications from Parkinson's.
Well, that's a tough disease, man, and my sorrows are with you, because that's not easy. My mom died of a brain aneurysm and went, happy as a lark and laughing at the Price is Right 1 minute and was dead the next, and that's a hard way to go. So I feel you, but that ain't going to get you off the hook on this saying. So here we go. I'm going to do it one more time because it's been a while. And I know who you're exposed to down. I'm not blaming you. You're a victim of circumstance, as Curly used to say on the Three Stooges. I'm a victim of circumstance. In other words, I'm surrounded by idiots. How do you expect me to be any smarter than what I am? It's not my fault. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. There we go. 5 takes.
Okay. 2 all-beef patties, lettuce, special sauce.
Wrong. All right, take care.
Buzzer.
Motherfucker.
Give another go. Give it another
go.
We're not going to get
2 all-beef patties, lettuce. Shit.
That's my fault. I'm not going to count that one as a take because I yelled at the dogs who were yelling at somebody out the window.
What the is going on? I'm hearing stuff from my outside here.
All right, tilt the camera. Let me see. What do we have there? We got something going on. Tilt it.
What's going on? Is he in Minnesota? Is there protesting going on?
Hank, turn the camera. Who's outside? Look at this. Look at this. This is reality TV, ladies and gentlemen. This is not canned. This is not scripted. We have the Hink here, and he is looking out the window. What the hell?
That's not. It's probably from sitting watching TV.
How does Hank have a window in his basement?
No. Okay. All right. Let me sit back down. Wait.
Take it easy. Take a deep breath. We put a lot of pressure on you today.
Yeah.
But it ain't your fault. I ain't blaming you.
Yeah.
You're a victim of circumstance. We're going to leave it at that. All right, here we go.
Okay. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, special sauce.
No.
Mother.
We're going to have to go with take 3.
One
more time. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on sesame seed bun. And you had to say it that fast to get the burger. Yeah. Now I'm taking a look at you. You and I both are big boys. I'm not as big as I used to be, but I would think a Big Mac would motivate us to learn a little something, and I'm trying to motivate you here. So here we go. Is this 3? Take 4?
Mm-hmm. Concentrate.
Right, here we go.
You can do this. You can do it. Come on now.
2 all beef patties, lettuce, special sauce, cheese from Mother.
No, we're good. No.
This is take 5 right here. Here we go.
Started from the
okay.
I'm going to do it one more time. Listen to me. I've been making it hard on you because I did it the way that Kenny Bolin would do it to win the hamburger. But we're going to give you a special set of circumstances. You're going to be able to do it Pigeon Forge style because you've been exposed to some stupid people, some lowlifes that wear those MAGA hats and probably couldn't say shit if they had a mouthful. So we're going to help you out. Here's what you do. And I'm going to give you the burger if you can win it. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, some cheese, a little bit of pickles and onions on a sesame seed bun. Normally when I do these shows, I'm the star of the show. You are stealing this show, son. You're the star of the show. They're going to be talking about you, baby. I've made another star tonight. You're going to be the biggest star in podcasting.
Why the hell do you think I selected you as my co-host, Hink? This is the moments like this.
This is where the money's made. This is where the money's made.
I've been waiting 12 episodes for this.
You're smarter than Cornette, and I made him a star, so you're all right. Don't worry about it.
I have to agree with you on that, Mr. Ball.
And he wasn't even born in Pigeon Forge. He was born in Louisville. He's got no excuse to be as stupid as he is and as racist as he is, but there he is. His mother would not have been proud of him. His mother wouldn't have liked that.
Not very proud. Not very proud.
Thelma Lou Cornette.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
She would be pretty ashamed of him right now. She's a good woman. She would not tolerate a lot of the shit that comes out of his mouth.
Do you think his mom would probably say, "Would you please end that shit about the heat you have with Kenny about appearing on Russo's show and just be friends again?"
Oh fuck yeah, she wouldn't have tolerated that. She'd have grabbed him by the damn ear, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And she would have probably gotten into shit about Russo. But then again, sometimes he could win her over to his side because he was an only child.
Right.
I know Trump wasn't an only child, but I've heard him say, well, the reason I am the way I am, I could do no wrong in my mother's eyes. So he knows just doesn't give a shit. And that's part of
the
problem.
It's all on how you were, things we come with from childhood, from when we were growing up.
Well,
but that doesn't justify.
I'm going to disagree with that because
that doesn't justify it.
There was a lot of racists on both sides of the Bolin and Rising family. We had our fair share. I'm not going to call out any names. Some of them are dead now. But I was exposed to a lot of shit, and I guarantee you, even into my teenage years, I probably wasn't the best person. I had lots of black friends.
Yeah.
But even you're part of the environment that you're brought up in, but eventually you become an adult and you get to make a decision.
Right. Exactly.
And,
exactly.
And even at a young age, I wanted to date black girls, but it was frowned upon. I had lots of close black friends. We wanted to date, but the blacks would not accept me. The whites would not accept her. And we had to sneak behind a lot of people's backs in order to have a relationship. And that went on.
Sad.
It is sad. And so eventually I quit giving a shit about that, what my family would think about it. And say, hey, by the way, here's my girlfriend, Dawn, or whoever it happened to be. He got 21 out of 25 on Nutter Butter.
Yeah.
On 22, he got it. He went over 5 on. Should we give him 25 cracks at Big Mac?
I'm gonna give him 5. I'm gonna give him 5 more max. 5 max because we got a tight 40 minutes.
Hank, I think Hank. I don't know where that white towel come from, but I just saw a white towel come through Hank's basement. All right, this is the last one, Hank. We're gonna abort Big Mac. You're not gonna
Hank. Come on,
maybe if you get 20, but this is the last one.
Come on.
I think this one's pretty easy.
By the way,
you like Burger King, Hank? You like Burger King?
Yes.
Do you know the theme song?
Have it
your way.
Well, sorta. That's kind of the new one, but there was an old one back that I remember when I was a kid. And the theme song was, "It takes." if you fuck this one up,
this 80s maybe.
This is 70s or 80s.
70s or 80s. Yeah, okay.
Late 70s, 80s.
All right.
It takes 2 hands to handle the Whopper, the 2-fisted burger at Burger King. See, nice and easy. I'm going to do it one more time. You want me to do it in Knox speed? You want me to do it in Pigeon Forge speed or regular speed?
Well, do the Pigeon Forge speed. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Pigeon Forge, here we go. It takes 2 hands to handle the Whopper, the 2-fisted burger at Burger King. Oh, they're going to hate me down in Pigeon Forge. But what's great is I ain't never going there again. I already been there. I already done all kinds of shows before that.
Wait a minute. You mean you're not going to visit Dollywood? You're not going to visit
I've already been to Dollywood. I took a helicopter ride over Dollywood when Chris was 2 years old. Well, he wasn't even 2 yet. He just had celebrated his first birthday. It was in July. He turned 1 in March. And I bought us a helicopter. Well, I bartered a helicopter ride. Told him we didn't have any money. I was lying. Shit, when I got up in the air, $100 bills were blowing all over Pigeon Forge coming out of my pocket. I just didn't want to give them to the helicopter guy. I'd rather drop them on Dollywood and let random people pick up those $100 bills. But it takes 2 hands to handle the Whopper, the 2-fisted burger at Burger King. 5 takes. That's all we got, and then we're moving on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Go.
It takes shit, mother.
Well, wait a minute. The first part's the easiest. It's 2 hands to handle the Whopper.
It takes 2 hands to handle the Whopper, the 2-fisted Whopper at Burger King.
No. You were close. You was on a roll. You had confidence. You had confidence, son. And a lot of what promos is confidence.
A little swagger.
Because when you're out there cutting the promo, the only one that knows you fucked up and wrong is you. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say, shut up, Cornette. They don't know what I was supposed to say. They liked what I said. Well, Kenny, you fucked this up. You said that wrong. You didn't plug this. Well, fuck it. They don't know. You're the only one bitching about it because you the one who wrote that shit. So quit writing my shit. And that's when he quit writing my shit. He'd write out this big, long, and everyone else back there reading their goddamn promos. Oh my God, why gotta say it like this? And I got to put emphasis here. And this is capitalized, so that must mean something. And oh, you stupid fox.
Kenny. Yeah, before we get to Hink's in the next take, I don't know that I would, again, I'm not in the business,
Well, I am. Or was.
When you
they say, once you're in, you're always in, as long as you eventually make money in the business instead of spend money.
Exactly.
It took me a couple of years where I was actually making money in the business, but Bobby Eaton, it was 7 years where he profited $1. And he did all right.
But it seems like, and I brought this up last show with Goldilocks. It seems like...
Well, I know 10 times more than she does, and I've never met a player.
But it seems like today, and just, firsthand accounts, It is so damn micromanaged. I mean, you have to memorize every freaking thing that comes out of that any promo you see. Is that wrestling? Is that wrestling?
No, it's not. You don't have to. It's what these comic book writers in WWE, and of course that's gravitated even to of course, all the 2 or 3 levels of WWE there is.
Right.
And it's gravitated to NXT, which is another, you got to learn it down there. But Triple H actually has a better grasp on how to get talent over.
Really?
Because even though it was a monstrous budget compared to what OVW had, it's no budget compared to what WWE has. And even within their eyes, a minuscule budget, in our eyes, an unbelievable budget, they were able to get people over there. But with even that huge ass budget, we figured out they had 127 times the monthly budget that OVW had.
Wow.
What we had, they had 127 times more of that. And
can you imagine if you guys
even higher than that? That's just what they admitted to.
Can you imagine if you guys had that budget? Oh my God!
Yeah, I can't imagine
the TV that you would have produced. You guys,
oh my shit. Well, it wouldn't have looked like a cracker box shit that we did for several years. But you know what? There's many times that the wrestling reviews that come out at the end of the year, and OVW would be voted the United States best wrestling show.
But you know what? It had that old school feel to it. Yeah. No, it had the old school feel to it. And
the characters meant something back then, and then they believed what a lot of us were doing, and not to brag, but especially me, because I was always very good at making people believe what I was saying was true. And how you do that is that you convince yourself in your mind that it's true. It's like I've told people as a shoot, I got lies I've been telling for 40 years that I've convinced myself are true.
The mostly true story. Yeah, guys, this is on Amazon, I believe. You can pick this up on Amazon.
You can get it autographed from me and shipped to your door for $23.95, along with a signed picture. I think there's a signed picture in this one. Yeah.
I probably screwed you too. The mostly true stories.
I'm going to show it up again here. And,
plug it, Kenny. Come on, you're on the show.
So you can get it on Amazon, and I make a few dollars, but I make a little bit more if you buy it from me and have me sign it. Of course, when I die, it'll be worth more if you do it that way. Now, I ain't never going to die, because I told y'all when the coronavirus came to town, I made a video. I said, ain't no coronavirus going to get me. Ain't going to get me down. And I'm going to protect you. Well, I don't know any of the 100,000 it killed. And if it killed any of my friends, none of them told me.
No.
So there we go.
No, I think there's going to be a 99-year-old Kenny Bolin.
I'm hoping so.
I hope so. I hope that version exists.
Just as mouthy then as I am now. As a matter of fact, one of my girlfriends has named her kid Little Star Maker.
Get out of here.
Sorry, and I can tell you, I didn't produce this kid, but hey, he does look alike. If I had made love to this Asian girl, the kid, that is what we'd have had. It looks just like me. I think I wished that kid on her or something. I don't know. But her boyfriend left her, and she named her kid out of spite Little Star Maker.
Bless her heart.
I am not bullshitting you. I'll send you a picture of Little Star Maker later.
Bless Little Star Maker's heart.
You would swear she had an affair with me when you see this kid. My daughter-in-law's going to die when she sees this. Hello, Vanjie. How you doing? How's Little Star Maker down in the Philippines?
Shout out, guys who are watching at home to Little Star Maker.
Little Star Maker. He's going to be a big deal in the wrestling business one day, and he can speak Tagalog and English, and he's going to be scary.
This is probably the most entertaining hour we've produced.
I've never done a show that I wasn't the biggest deal that was ever on. I don't care. Steve Austin said that was the most entertaining guest he ever had.
I listened to that. You're on Austin show.
Jericho told me the same thing, even though Cornette tried to shut me out on it. I was sitting on a bed while Cornette was trying to hog the show, as usual.
Kenny, the podcast I want to hear in 10 years, well, maybe 10 years, maybe 10, 15, when he gets a little bit older, when John Cena starts his podcast and he has Kenny Bolin as his guest. That's the one I
don't know that he's going to do that. He follows me on Twitter, but I've written him a few times. He never writes back, never says a word. Now, of course, it'd be all me and Cena chat all the time. Cena's my buddy. He inboxes me. I could say that, but he don't. No, I never hear from him. He said nice things about me a few times on interviews that I've heard about. And once in Germany, a German reporter wrote me and said, Cena put me over big. I said, I never hear from him. But I was shocked. I was blown away he followed me on Twitter. Because believe it or not, John was one of those guys that bought what I did on television. We're probably going to have to do 3 parts. This 40 minutes is going to go. And we haven't even touched on Cornette shit yet.
Man, the hell with it.
But John follows me on Twitter. I was blown away because I wasn't following him. And because I thought he was pissed at me over something. But some of the boys that we had really thought that the Kenny Bolin on television was the Kenny Bolin. Oh, he's probably got 100 of my autographed pictures in the trunk and he sells them all for profit. Yeah. Mostly they go to kids, and if there is a charge for it, someone else gets a benefit from it. It's very rarely ever me. I'm not going to say I've never done it. I'm the one that got him to the WWE, regardless of what anyone else says. Jimmy fucking showed up at TV on Wednesdays. I'm the one that rode up and down the road with him. I'm the one that taught him fucking etiquette. I'm the one that taught him to fucking get along with people, how to get along in the back, how to stay out of fucking trouble. And most of my guys were able to do that. Right. Now, the guys like Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton and people that I didn't manage that were the baby faces, many times didn't know how to stay the fuck out of trouble. They knew if you got in trouble with me, you got one fucking shot. There was no second chances. Me and Rene Dupree had our issues for a while, but me and Rene get along good. Now, me and Randy Orton had our issues. But my guys knew how the fuck it worked. Right. And you can't say that about everybody there. You can't say that about everybody. But and a Cornette will lead you to believe that if it weren't for him and Danny Davis, none of these guys would ever made it. Well, I sent 54 by myself to the WWE, and as a company, I think they sent 138. So they had everybody else. I had 54 out of BOLIN services that went. Now, imagine if I'd got my hands on all of them. Might have been a little bit different. But whenever they were doing shit with me, even though sometimes they were jealous of the mic time or they thought they could cut their own promos or whatever, I was the constant that was always on camera, so we had to keep heat on me. They had to always hate me to bring attention to who was with me. Yeah. And Rico Constantino and even Cena to a degree, even though Cena liked to crack jokes on me, which takes some of the heat off from him. Right. He should be, Rico would hug me and we'd pray with each other in the corner and everybody knowing I'm an atheist. But Rico is very religious. Yeah. And I'm over in the corner praying with Rico, like, look at that atheist son of a bitch over there praying.
How's Rico doing, by the way?
Doing great. Physically looking amazing. He and I just talked for a couple hours the other night over Christopher's video. We talked about 2 hours.
Good.
Aaron the Idol Stevens contacted Chris last night. Mick Foley put Chris over big for what he said. Yeah. And a lot of these, and apparently Jimmy went off on Jim Ross today because he's associated with AEW and was.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, he went off on Jim Ross.
Do you think maybe, and again, I don't, I've met Jimmy once, maybe back in NW New Jersey. Matter of fact, when he was working with,
I've met him on the phone or in life about every day for 43 fucking years.
When he was working in the late '90s with Dennis at NW New Jersey, it's the only time I really had any interaction with him. But you knowing him much better than I have, do you think he maybe kind of in the back of his head is hoping Jim Ross puts in a good word to get him maybe a job at AEW? What do you think?
Nope.
Because I thought maybe that's why he might have.
Well, here's why that won't happen. Kenny Omega is part owner of the company, and Kenny Omega's gay, which I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to reveal anything that wasn't out there, but I think this is pretty well common knowledge. He's got a boyfriend. I think I can't remember if he's in the business or not, but I know.
Saw a documentary on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never saw it, but. I'm just going from what I hear. And Kenny Omega blocked me once because I was friends with Jimmy Cornette. And I like Omega. My son says he's the best wrestler in the world. Yeah. And I wanted to have him on the show once, and I heard he was interested. And then I went to invite him and saw he had me blocked. Well, I've never said a negative word about Kenny Omega in my life. Yeah. And but it's that what do you call it? That association thing.
Guilty by association.
Guilty by association. Very well said. I should have said it myself. But, because I was Cornette's friend, a lot of people, hell, Russo was terrified to do a show with me forever because he thought I was going to ambush him. And that was not the case. And once we had him on, he said, man, that's the best decision I ever made, man. You guys really treated me good. Yeah. And I had Anthony Scaramucci on. When I had him on, he was a diehard Trump supporter. Well, me and Mooch are very good friends now. We write each other all the time. Mm-hmm. He saw Christopher's video and put it over. Said how horrible the situation was about what happened and the young girl committing suicide, Hana Kimura. Right. But and I've been waiting for Jimmy to say something negative about that because there's a referee that committed suicide and Jimmy was all in his shit. Well, my kid deals with that shit, and Chris will tell you there hasn't been a day gone by in his life that he doesn't think about it. Yeah, but normally he's strong enough to make sure it doesn't happen. But it was like a couple of friends of mine in the WWE told me, they said, Kenny, what if there's no one there to talk to him that day? What if there's nobody to talk him out of it? Mm-hmm. He's a click away from maybe doing something stupid. And I said, I know. And I deal with that every day. And I've never suffered from depression a day in my life. And it's a hard thing to deal with.
It's tough. It really is.
Watch other people go through it. But normally you can be the best help when you've been down their road. Well, I've never been down their road. I just know what they go through, and I feel bad for them. But it's the most helpless feeling you'll ever have as a father when you know there's nothing you can do other than just be supportive and understand it. That's all you can do. You can't stop it. You can stop it, but it's not easy. Yeah, and if you're not there when it's happening, because it's just one of those chemical imbalance clicks. When it happens, and sometimes it can be for no reason. We were pumping gas, and he went off one day. I thought he was going to kill both of us. Not only him, I thought it was going to be me because he was that angry, and he did, and he started crying. He said, "I don't know why."
Oh, we talked a little bit about that last episode. Goldilocks.
Don't think Hank's off the hook for Burger King. He's got 4 more shots at Burger King.
Well, he hasn't even been paying attention. He's got his cheat sheet over there. He's been memorizing. Yeah, as a matter of fact, maybe he Googled.
I got no cheat sheet.
Hank, did you Google the lyrics on your phone?
No.
He couldn't read me the Big Mac song and get it out.
No, I'm on my phone, so you guys are lucky.
I have to
wait a minute, you're on your phone. You're doing an internet podcast show with a big time wrestling personality, and you're on the phone.
I'm on my phone with Zoom.
You've got the laptop.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'll cut
easier for that.
Right. It'd be hard to be on the show if you wasn't on your phone.
Tell us about Great Smokies Flea Market in Pigeon Forge and some of the characters you come up at Great Smokies. Go ahead.
Let's hear about that.
Well, I know from setting up last Saturday. It was my birthday weekend. My birthday was on Memorial Day last Monday.
Happy birthday, Hink.
And
I'm not yawning because the story's boring. I'm yawning because I'm fucking sleepy. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, what it was that there was the
all right. The story's boring. I'm not.
Yeah.
tired.
Okay. Never mind. I give up.
Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna get back.
No. Just get back to the Whopper gimmick.
You want to tackle this head on? You're confident. You want to.
We're on Burger King now.
Oh,
Burger King. Get to the Burger King.
And you got Nutter Butter in 21 takes. That ain't bad.
I think it was 25.
Okay.
I tell you what. I watched the promo that Hulk Hogan tried to cut, and he took 55 takes, and Waller got mad at him. And I was 17, 18 years old, and he says, "Kenny, will you please stand up and show?" And his name was Terry Boulder back then. Yeah. He said, "Will you stand up and please God tell Terry what you're going to do to Bill Dundee Tuesday night at the Gardens?" And Terry goes, "Well, he's not a wrestler." He says, "Nope, but I guarantee you he can do a goddamn promo." So I stood up and he says, "Kenny, Bill Dundee Tuesday night. You know what Bill did on TV last week. What are you going to do?" So I took a deep breath, turned around, got my head in. I knew the pressure was on because if I disappoint Lawler, I've really fucked up. And at 17 or 18 years old, however old I was, when Terry Boulder and Eddie Boulder, and you know who Eddie Boulder was, that was Brutus Beefcake. They were
right. Yeah.
So I did the promo, and Lawler looked at Terry Hogan, and he said, "And that's how you cut a goddamn promo."
Oh, man.
Can you do that, Terry? Can you do that? We're at 55 takes, and this kid did it in one take. And I felt like gold. And I've told that story a few times. Even Cornette wasn't even there. Cornette was taking pictures off in another area. I just happened to wander into the room that I heard the promos going on in, which I really wasn't supposed to be there. But Lawler knew I was cool. He knew I wasn't going to say anything. Yeah. So that was how I got to show Hulk Hogan how to cut a promo. He was so bad when he was in Memphis. It was terrible. Did Jerry were terrible.
Did Jerry ever tell you anything about Andy Kaufman, about his word? Did he catch on pretty quick when he would cut those promos during that Memphis?
He didn't tell me that specifically during the time. I found out about it much later.
After the fact,
that Andy was just a natural at this, and and he loved getting heat. Yeah, and he got more heat probably than anybody that ever came through Memphis. They hated him.
He loved the
even
business
though he's a big television star, and he wanted to go to WWF, but they didn't want him.
They didn't want to run that angle.
So when Lawler found out they didn't want him, they said, "Well, he can come down here if he wants." And somehow they got in touch with Andy. Yeah. And Andy, hell yeah, I'll come to Memphis. I'll come every week and do it if you want me to. They were on break or hiatus from.
It was almost like it was meant to be, because knowing Vince and what a star worshiper he was, like, why the hell wasn't he?
Apparently, he saw the success of Kaufman and realized, hey, this might be the way to go. I mean, Lawler got on ABC News when he pile drive Kaufman. Kaufman's in a fucking hospital, milking a neck injury, because they realized that hospitals, you can fake a back or a neck injury, and many times they can't detect it. Right. They're going on your word, and if you know what symptoms to give them, you can fake a neck or a back injury, especially a neck injury. Yeah. And so there's Kaufman in the hospital. He's not hurt. Jarrett didn't want to pay for the ambulance to come and get him. And Jerry kept saying, man, they got to send a goddamn ambulance here. And Kaufman said, well, it's $350. And he's laying down. He says, well, Jared ain't going to pay $350. And Lawler's, well, somebody's going to pay it. He said, send the goddamn ambulance. And I still to this day don't know. I know Jarrett didn't pay it. Yeah. So either Lawler paid the fee or Kaufman did.
I'm gonna guess. Yeah. No offense to Jerry, I love Jerry, but I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Andy paid it. Andy paid it.
Jerry can be a bit of a tightwad himself unless it comes to crowns and capes and tights. But other than that, and Jarrett was the ultimate tightwad. He learned that from Nick Gulas, and I love Jarrett.
Right. Yeah.
But I still to this day don't know for a fact who paid for that ambulance, but I think the ambulance fee was $350 back then. Wow. And there's Lawler on the ABC News the next day, all the networks, and then of course it leads to the David Letterman thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So then Vince sees that, he says, "Well, goddamn, I got outsmarted." So then there was no stopping. In fact, it was Cyndi Lauper and Captain.
Oh yeah, right. It was right after that. Right after that, yeah.
And Pete Rose and all that shit. So yeah, Vince learned his lesson. And
I'm wondering if that was around the time. I think it was about the same year that Dave Schultz slapped what's his face.
It was
so maybe there was a bad taste in Vince's mouth from that.
I think it was a little after that, and of course that was negative press.
Well, Big Hink, are you ready now? Can we cut to you now and do
We're going for the Burger King one. You've only had one take. You've only had one shot.
I think it's time.
Just say it again. Pigeon Forge style.
Happy to do so. One more time. It takes two hands to handle the Whopper, the two-fisted burger at Burger King.
It takes two hands to handle the Whopper, the two-fisted Whopper at Burger King.
No.
Son of a bitch.
You were close. You was on a roll. I'm not even looking at. I don't want to intimidate you. That's why I'm just looking down. I don't want you to be intimidated. I don't want you to sit there and think that's the greatest promo of all time. He cuts better promos than Cornette. He's got better promos than Lawler. He could probably out-talk Bobby Heenan if he were alive today.
This could be your break. This could be your break.
This could be your break. So, all right. I think that's actually take 3. So we're going to give him 6 takes.
All right.
I'm going to give him a bonus take.
Okay, say it again.
It takes two hands to handle the Whopper, the two-fisted burger at Burger King. Sounds easy when I do it.
Okay. It takes two hands to handle the Whopper, the two-fisted burger at Burger King.
There you go. 4 takes. That ain't bad.
Damn good.
So you could have got it in the 5 takes, but I gave you a bonus take in case you needed it. All right, we're going to do one more.
No, God.
One more. Do you like tuna?
One more for
safety. Let me guess. Is it bumblebee tuna?
No one ever eat bumblebee tuna. That's shit tuna.
Okay, go ahead.
There's Starkist and there's Chicken of the Sea. Now,
Starkist
Starkist had a mascot. They didn't really so much have a saying. Well, they kind of did, but they were known for Charlie Tuna.
Oh yeah,
Charlie thought he was the best tuna, and they dropped the hook, and Charlie was always trying to grab the hook. He wouldn't even waste the worm. He just wanted to be caught because he wanted to be in the elite. He wanted to be one of the Starkist tunas, and they never wanted him because only the best tuna can be Starkist tuna. They didn't want Charlie. But the competition back then was Chicken of the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very easy one. I know you're going to get this one. Ask any mermaid you happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the Sea.
Oh my!
I'm going to do it one more time.
Now here's the thing: you have to say it in a high-pitched tone.
You got to say it. All right, here I'm going to say it like a sexy girl. Right. Ask any mermaid you happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the Sea.
Ask any mermaid.
Happen to
mother.
See. Ask any mermaid.
How many takes we give him? How many mermaids? How many takes we? I'd take 4 or 5 mermaids because you can't get them pregnant. I've seen them. How many? Give one. You just want to hear me do it again in a high pitched voice, you weirdo. Here we go. Ask any mermaid you happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the Sea.
There you go.
Ask any mermaid. I can't get past that one part.
Well, you can do it. You can do it.
Mermaid, you have
now, hang on a minute. I'm going to give
ask.
No, shut up. You pissing me off.
No, don't
I'm
do that.
I'm the king of the promos.
You know that.
Yes, you are.
Taking my time out of my busy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You see how busy I am. Taking time out of my busy schedule, and I'm trying to teach you how to do promos, son. I taught Hulk Hogan how to do promos. I taught Steve Austin how to do promos. He
John Cena. Oh yeah.
I've taught the Undertaker. I've taught John Cena. I've taught Randy Orton. I didn't teach Brock Lesnar because he didn't learn shit. But I can teach you, son, if you just listen to me. If you'll just get that pigeon forward shit and those MAGA hats out of your head and that Trump supporter down at that grocery store you shop at, if you just get those out of your head, you're going to get this, son. Don't embarrass the sexiest mermaid in all the land. I can't ever. But here we go.
Yeah.
Ask any mermaid you happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the sea.
Ask any mermaid to happen to see, what's the best tuna? Chicken of the sea.
There you go, right there. God damn it! I told you I could teach you to do this. I told you. Are y'all going to play stump bowling now? Y'all going to try and come up with something I don't know the theme song?
I'm going to. Yeah, let's go with. I got one for you, Kenny. Let's see. This sitcom was 90s. I don't know if you were watching enough TV, but
trust me, I was. I might not have liked it, but you can tell me.
All right. Give me the lyrics, or you can just sing them, to the theme song that made Jaleel White a star, Family Matters. Give me the Family Matters theme song.
You know what?
I stumped him.
My son loved that show.
See? That's why I told you. That's why I told you.
Well, hang on. I don't know if I can give you the song, but did I do that? Now, he did that. My son would do those. So he watched it more than I did. Give it to me, Hank. What do you got?
It's a family condition this day and age.
Read all the good news on the newspaper page.
Love and condition, the satisfy. Some people say it's harder to hide.
Yep, keep going.
I couldn't have got 4 words of that.
There must be
some magic blue
beside your little worlds.
Damn.
All I see. Tower of Dreams.
You know what?
Real love.
This is dead air right now.
You're killing me.
I would say I'm proud of Hank, but actually I just feel sorry for him.
You know when you can just feel the viewers clicking off your video. It was in the middle of that. It was in the middle. Of
I think we had them right till this family.
Yeah, we had them right until that deal. I take partial. I take partial blame.
Who knows the theme song to Underdog?
Oh man, Josh, that's right up your alley, Hank. That's right up your alley.
Underdog.
Yeah.
No, that's a long. No,
when criminals in the world are feared, and cries go out both far and near, and all the drunks are drinking beer. The cries go out both far and near for underdog. Underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder. All the criminals will plunder. Underdog. And I made up many of those words. I didn't know them all. I made some of that shit up because I forgot. Jimmy knows every word of that song. I know 80% of them, and then other ones like there's no one drinking beer in an Underdog. there's none of that shit. I just threw that in there. But
what else other than Walking Dead is Kenny Bolin watching on TV these days? Because
Walking Dead. Have you guys ever seen Justified?
I've not seen it. Should I on your recommendations?
Fucking lootly.
Give me a pitch. Pitch it to me right now. Tell me why you want.
The reason you want to watch it because it's basically true. It's like Kenny Bolin's book, the mostly true stories of all the bullshit that goes down in Hazard, Kentucky.
Okay.
And you hear references made to Hazard, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. And Timothy Oliphant was stationed in Miami, but he was from Hazard. So look up Justified either on. I think.
Where do we watch it at?
I think it's on
Hulu. Well, I'd be an awful co-host if I didn't ask you, Hank. Hank, did you have any questions for Mr. Bolin? I know you had saved up maybe a couple that you had.
Go ahead, Hank.
I would be an
star
awful
of this show anyway, Hank.
Yeah, I think you've earned a couple questions.
Yeah, you've earned 2 at least.
Okay, I remember watching on YouTube today. You had a loser leave OVW match with John Cena.
John Cena. I've shown that to every hotel manager in the country because when I booked the hotels, I said, by the way, have you ever heard of John Cena? Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to manage John. I used to manage John Cena, and they said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, there happens to be if you Google search Kenny Bolin, or not Google, you YouTube search Kenny Bolin versus John Cena. Don't Google Kenny Bolin John Cena; you'll see 1,000 promos. Google search Kenny Bolin versus John Cena, and you will see me, Kenny Starmaker Bolin, in a professional wrestling match with John Cena, and I won't even bother to tell you who wins the match. So that's to every hotel manager.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that the way that you want it, it's like the old school heel with like the powder to the eyes, and then
I felt it might be needed because I didn't want to. As you saw in the early promo, I didn't want to wrestle that match. I tried to have him wrestle Sean O'Hare.
Yep.
I wouldn't let him wrestle Crony though. Crony's my second. I wasn't gonna let him wrestle Crony.
Yeah, I remember that. And then it's like Sean O'Hare took like the brass knucks from you, and then O'Hare just knocked him out.
I had a backup plan in case the powder wasn't enough. I had some brass knucks, and I felt because I'm not a professional wrestler. I'm a manager.
Yep.
I thought I was entitled to have. I think there's somewhere in the contract that I signed that I could have powder and brass knucks. Sean didn't read the contract. God rest his soul. Sean
Amen.
Several years ago. And Sean took the brass knucks away from him. Who would you have bet money on who would be dead by now, me or Sean O'Hare? You wouldn't have picked Sean, would you? No, but I'm still here. Coronavirus and all. So Sean took those brass knucks away from me, and apparently Cena called him a name or something, or said something about Sean's mother. And Sean just knocked him out. And I said, well, this would be a good time to pin his ass. So that's exactly what I did. And there's video of it. And so all you marks out there say, well, what's Kenny Bolin never done? He ain't never beat nobody. Well, I got news.
Yep.
I've beaten Jerry the King Lawler. You can Google search it and find it. I beat Jerry the King Lawler at Six Flags. I beat him the night my mother managed him. I beat Mark Henry. I beat The Big Show. I beat Rob Conway. I beat Rene Dupree. I beat Rico Constantino. I beat Lance Cade. I beat John Cena. I beat and Mark Henry in The Big Show. Who have you beat?
Exactly, because you got the old school mentality. That's why I grew up watching the wrestling. It's like old school mentality.
It's how Pigeon Forge, the wrestling. Mom, what are you watching? I got wrestling on up here. You want to watch it? Well, you don't go watch wrestling. You go watch wrestling. That's the way to say it.
Yeah, that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
All right, that's one question. What's your other one? You earned two.
You got one last one.
Remember, we got 40 minutes. We got to wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
not really.
What's the one quality that you saw in all the wrestlers that you trained? What's that one quality that you always looked for?
The ability to ad lib, the ability to react to the unexpected, because you're always going to get the unexpected. A match, if someone's going to forget a spot, and you got to know how to go to the next spot. That's why a lot of wrestlers like to call it in the ring, because that way there's no chance that you're going to forget what you're supposed to do, because in code, you're telling each other what to do as the match goes on.
Yeah.
Jackie Fargo was at a Louisville Garden Show with me in the year 2000, and he walked up to me because he knew I wanted to meet him real bad. I'd never met him in person. And he says, Kenny, what the fuck been done to my business? And I said, well, what you talking about? He says, I'm going to all these dressing rooms, and all the guys that are working on them are in there, and they're going over their matches, and they're orchestrating it, and they're rehearsing. I said, yeah. I said, that's kind of what they do now. He's, you don't do that, do you? I said, well, I don't wrestle that much, but no, we pretty much just kind of get an idea what we're going to do, and we do it.
Now, before I forget, Kenny, where can everybody find you at on social media?
You can find me on Facebook at /StarMakerBolin. You can find me on Instagram at StarMakerBolin. You can find me on Twitter at StarMakerBolin. You can watch all kinds of shit on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com /The Bowling Alley. The Bowling Alley. That's how you can go there. And there's new material going up, and sometimes old material re-edited, broken down into segments to where it's easier for people to watch. Something new's going up every day till the end of August, and maybe longer, maybe even into September. My producer editor, JJ Arwood, he puts all that shit together for me at a fraction of what I should be paying him. And let's see. And then we have the new channel, which we don't have the URL for yet.
Right.
But if you ever want to see shit on the new channel, I'm always putting it on Twitter and Facebook, not so much Instagram. Right. And go to Twitter or Facebook. There'll be something new there every day, because we're putting up a lot of new R-rated classics is what it's called. The Bowling Alley R-rated classics. And that's what the logo will look like, and we'll have a URL by June the 22nd.
I'll put all those links in the description, so I want everybody who's watching this right now to go check out all that stuff. All Kenny's.
I subbed.
And then the book, you can get that from me, where I can actually make a few bucks off the damn thing.
Let me thank our guest the one and only King, Kenny Bolin. Kenny, thank you so much for coming on the show this week.
How could you thank me and not even refer to me as the Star Maker?
Well, Hank, how have we closed most shows? You usually do
how
what?
do you do it?
You usually do the
go home, Hank. Go home.
I call it the de-introductions. You go around the horn and thank everybody, and then you just take us out, Hank. So with Kenny Star Maker Bolin on the show, there we go, got it right.
King, yeah.
You might as well put him over right now and then end the show, Hank. I'm tapping out. I'm done. So the show is yours, Hank. Take it away.
Okay. Well, it's been a great honor, Mr. King Star Maker Bolin.
Well, of course.
It's been an honor.
Pleasure's been all yours, without a doubt.
Yes. And as I say, it's been an honor talking about everything tonight and the jingles too. And I'd like to say, catch y'all on the Star Maker flip side, everybody.
I did.
Deuces.
Good day.